Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you on this April the 10th, 2023. I hope everybody had a great Monday out there. Hope everybody's having a great evening as the evening wears on. And hope everybody you got. Okay. In today's video, we're going to talk about the weather charts for your Tuesday and Wednesday outlooks. We're going to take a look at the weather radar, what's currently going on across the United States. Also, we're going to take a look at the watches, warning, advisories as well. And we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today and tonight. And also, we're going to take a look at the snowfall total per the GFS over between now and April the 24th. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and get the show on the road here. Let's rock and roll. Alright, we got some mixed precipitation over the northeastern United States from New Hampshire all the way into a portion of northern Maine. Also, we have some shower and thunderstorm over a portion of Florida from really over the Keys, Florida Keys, all the way into Miami, Florida, all the way up into Orlando and Jacksonville, Florida as well. Also, we have some shower and thunderstorm activity over here in Houston, Texas, all the way over towards St. Charles, Louisiana. Also back down into southern Texas as well. High pressure pretty much dominate the remainder of the United States, except over here in the Pacific Northwest, where we have mixed precipitation and rain showers expected from Northern California all the way to Vancouver, Canada, all the way over toward Washington State, Seattle, Washington. You're included in this. Also over toward Montana as well, and also portion of Idaho as well in this mixed precipitation outlook. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This is your Wednesday forecast, April 12th. We have a little bit of mixed precipitation over a portion of southern Canada and northwest Maine. We have a cold front extending from southern Canada into a portion of New York State. Also back down toward New York, a cold front extending out into the Atlantic. High pressure pretty much dominating the southeast United States, except the area of low pressure developing down in the Gulf of Mexico, bringing showers and thunderstorm from near the Florida Keys through Miami up to Orlando, Florida, Jacksonville, back over towards Albany, Georgia, also back in towards southern Alabama, southern Mississippi, St. Charles, Louisiana, Monroe, Louisiana, Houston, Texas, in that vicinity. High pressure, like I said, still pretty much over in the Midwest as well. Shower and thunderstorm over New Mexico up towards just west of Denver, Colorado. Some shower activity up around the South Dakota, North Dakota region and portion of northwest Minnesota. We have mixed precipitation, snow flying over portions of Montana all the way back into portions of Wyoming and Utah and Nevada. Also over here in Idaho, back over toward Washington State. Got another little clipper system moving into your vicinity on your Wednesday. Alrighty, let's take a look at the weather radar now across the nation. We still have shower and thunderstorms extending offshore of the Carolinas all the way down into Florida. Shower and thunderstorm over here in the Bahamas. Also over here around Cuba as well. Also in the Gulf of Mexico. We got a line of shower and thunderstorms extended through Kansas all the way back into Oklahoma, and also we got scattered activity over central and south Texas as well. Some shower activity over southern Canada, and there's that system over in the Pacific Northwest over here around Vancouver, Canada, southern Canada, back through Washington State, all the way back into Oregon and northwest California. Pretty quiet across Alaska. The Hawaiian Islands look quiet, and also Guam got a few scattered showers in your vicinity. Alrighty, let's move on to the next graphic. This is the watches, warnings, and advisories for our local areas. As we can see up in the northeastern United States, we got some special weather statements for y'all guys. Also, we have a big real estate of frost advisory extending into northeast Georgia, all the way through upstate South Carolina, the northern Midlands of South Carolina, much of North Carolina, and most of Virginia as well. A special weather statement has been issued for northern Georgia. Down here across the coastal areas of Florida, around the Jacksonville beach area, You got some coastal flood advisories, and also down here around southern Louisiana. We have a severe thunderstorm watch over northeast Texas and central and Oklahoma. Also, we have red flag warnings in effect for portions of Colorado, Kansas, all the way back into Nebraska, and also portions of South Dakota and Northwest. Advisory for southeast Nebraska. Also, we have some hydro issues going on and some flash flood warnings going on in portions of northern Wisconsin, all the way back over to Minnesota and eastern North Dakota. Also over here in portion of Montana. Also much of Wyoming and east and southeast Idaho. Some flash flood watches in effect for portions of Nevada and also portions of Idaho and northeast Washington State, and a few wind advisories there as well. Pretty quiet across Alaska with a few special weather statements, freezing spray advisories there, and some gale warnings around the Hawaiian chain islands there in Hawaii. Alright, let's move on to the next one. This is the Storm Prediction Center. This still haven't changed much since earlier today. We still have a general thunderstorm pretty much from portions of Missouri back down into Texas, southern Florida as well, central Florida too, and also portions of northern Oregon and southeast Washington State and northwest Idaho. And the marginal risk, if you're in the area, this includes Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, Norman, Oklahoma, and Wichita Falls, Texas. And if you're in the slight risk, this includes Edmond, Texas, Eden, Oklahoma, Stillwater, Oklahoma, Puncoa City, Oklahoma, and Yokin, Oklahoma. The tornado probability is only 2%, and if you're in Puncoa City, Oklahoma, Wichita, Falls, let's see, Whitfield, Kansas, Arkansas City, Kansas, and Chinook, Kansas. Sorry if I mispronounced these names wrong. I'm sorry about that. Let's see, with the 5% in the brown for wind, it's Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, Norman, Oklahoma, Wichita Falls, Texas. And the hail probability is still 5% in the brown, 15% in the yellow. 5% is Oklahoma City through Wichita Falls, Texas. 15% is through Edmond, Oklahoma, all the way to Yukon, Texas, and surrounding vicinities. Okay, and here finally, let's take a look at the snowfall totals through April 24th. Well, it's already filled out now, so we can take it for the next 16 days now. We still have some snow possible from Virginia all the way into portion of the northeastern United States. Got some heavy snowfall over portion of northern Canada, well, southern Canada. We're at 63. I know 50 inches of snow. I know that's not going to come to fruition. You can cut them probably about 3/4 of an inch on that. Got some higher amounts over northern Minnesota, but you can cut that in too, because I know 13 inches ain't going to fall there either. Alright, now 5 inches, that might get two, maybe 3, maybe. You can cut that a little bit. 2 inches and a little heavier amount over here in the northwestern U.S. Alrighty. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope everybody considers subscribing to my channel. Love to have them. Like these videos, share these videos, and we will catch you back in the next one, and enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.